Okay, so have you ever wondered why certain days old a newborn is and they're really fussy and you just can't figure out why your client followed your prep guide and they did everything you told them to do and you did your session at the right time of the day, but yet the baby was still wide awake and just zzz, and you had a really hard time getting through your newborn session? Hey guys, I'm Kat with Mom Talk Educate and Raindrop Photography, and I like to share all things information on newborn photography and photography pricing and all the goodies about being a photographer. So let's get into what is all the rage about what day we should photograph a newborn session. Well, I have to tell you from years of experience, over 13 years to be exact, that there is certain days that a baby is of age where they are cluster feeding, and it doesn't matter how much you do or the parent does, that baby is going to be unsettled, more alert, more fussy, and you're just going to have a harder time doing the newborn session. So what am I talking about? Well, let me tell you a little story so that you can fully understand why I'm even talking to you about this situation. So, as a general rule of thumb, when I am talking to newborn parents before they have their baby, I am very specific on what days I want them to come in for their newborn session. So, of course, obviously, we cannot control everything perfectly. And, sometimes things happen where the baby's, staying in the hospital longer, or maybe the mom has to recover longer or whatnot. And it's just not always a perfect situation. So you can't always, plan it perfectly. However, most of the time you can. So let me tell you a little secret. When you have a newborn that comes in day 9, day 10, day 11, day 12, or day 13, most likely that baby is going to be cluster feeding. They are going through a little bit of a leap or a growth spurt, and they are more alert, they are more hungry, they are more unsettled, they want to be held, they want to be feeding, and it really doesn't matter how much you have prepared the parents, that baby is probably just going to be a little bit more fussy. So I actually broke my own rule, and I had a client just the other day who decided to go from a lifestyle newborn session to a studio newborn session. And because of that, our days got all screwed up and we ended up doing the newborn session on day 10. And let me tell you, that baby, she is so cute, but that little girl was wide awake. And the mom said that she cluster fed all night long, starting the day before, and she was wide awake from the morning, like from first early in the morning. And that poor little baby did not want to close her eyes or miss a thing for 2 hours. And I'm not saying that I tried to push power through naked poses or anything like that. I had her wrapped. I had given her a bottle. We were doing all the tricks and everything like that. And it really just boiled down to the fact that she was in a leap. She was in a growth spurt. She was cluster feeding, and there was really nothing that we could do to prevent it other than the day of her session. And the reason why with her specific situation is the dad was going to be going out of town for over a week. And so that was really the only day that we could actually do her session. So I want to hear in the comments what you have learned through your experience and how you have found that certain days of the week are better than others as far as age of the newborn. I have to tell you, I have a few favorite days to photograph a newborn, and they're always magical, and I absolutely prefer to do a newborn session on those days. So, any guesses? Okay, I'll tell you my favorite day. My favorite day is day 5 or 6, preferably day 6, or day 8. Yeah, the day before cluster feeding starts, and day 14 through 16 is also good. Okay, so hopefully my experience has given you a good little laugh, but also hopefully you can learn from that situation. If you haven't ever sent a prep guide to your parents for your newborn sessions, I actually have a newborn prep guide that I have been sending for years. It's interactive and it's very informative, and it completely prepares the clients so that they don't have any guesses and you're able to make sure that they follow through because it's a submission style prep guide. So I will link it in the description below this video. Make sure that you grab it during Black Friday so that you get 50% off. But even if you don't, it's only $25. So, I mean, you can't lose. And it is also through Jotform. And Jotform is a program where it's free up to 5 forms. And then after that, you can start paying. So you don't even really ever have to pay for it either. So it's a win-win, people. Anyways, enjoy the next video if you're on a binge watch. And if you haven't yet, make sure to watch my pricing videos that I just released recently. And I can't wait to hear your thoughts on how old a newborn should be for their newborn session. Okay, take care, guys.